and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of today's video, it is a diet explanation and pantry tour. So I want to talk about what I'm doing on my diet journey and why and how I'm tackling it, and then also show you the foods I bought and what I'm eating day to day to keep me on my diet. So backtracking to my intro video, for this new diet journey, I took a blood toxicity test and I wanted to see what foods were reacting with my body in a negative way. So the foods that come up on the blood toxicity test, you have to cut out of your diet for 8 weeks, and then you slowly integrate them back one at a time, and then you see how your body reacts. So I had 8 foods on my list. I had egg, wheat, cow's milk, peanut, almond, rye, tuna, and then pea. So those are pretty basic foods and stuff that I eat every day. So cutting them out was a challenge. So I'm really weird and I love to organize things. It's like my favorite hobby and it gets me excited about spring or about going back to school or anything like that. So I was like, with this new diet, I'm going to organize my pantry and all of my new foods that I'm trying out. So I want to show you how I did my pantry. We're gonna go to the kitchen. Okay, here we go. We're on the move. Okay, so we're in my kitchen and there's no light in my pantry, so it's gonna be kind of dark, but I'll pull the boxes out and show you what I did. Okay, so I do have roommates, so these 2 shelves are mine. So starting with the top shelf, I have my gluten-free pastas, my rice, there's popcorn back there, and some quinoa. This is my snack bin. This is anything that is canned or can last a while. I've got like chicken broth and veggies and sauces and that kind of stuff in that basket. And then down here is kind of like my breakfast kind of stuff. So I have my flour and like baking stuff hidden over here so that I'm not like tempted. Different gluten-free cereals. So this I have for breakfast, and then these 2 I kind of snack on as like dry cereal. I have a sweet potato and a butternut squash, some granola, some instant oatmeal. This basket back here is all of my smoothie stuff. And then this is kind of my dressings and cooking stuff on this side. And then over here is my like guilty pleasure sugar. Okay. Let's be honest, I have a really big sweet tooth and I love dessert. I love having a sweet element with breakfast, with lunch, with dinner. That's kind of what I crave. So in order to have some healthy sweet things, I've turned to a lot of natural sugars and fruit, which is really good. When I really want something chocolatey, I go for a really, really rich dark chocolate, and that's been a really good kind of after dinner snack. When I get to like mid-afternoon or even after a workout and I really want something sweet, I turn to smoothies or smoothie bowls, which is my absolute favorite kind of breakfast. I can't really have anything that's like a savory breakfast unless I make sure that there's no egg in it or gluten. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out what a savory breakfast would be, but for the most part it's been a sweet breakfast. So something that's related to fruit or smoothie bowl or granola and cereal or anything like that, or just a smoothie. So my whole life I've had a problem with dairy. It kind of gives me like cold symptoms. So like my eyes get puffy and I get kind of like congested. So I've been taking pea-based protein ever since I got into protein shakes and that kind of stuff. It's always been pea-based. So my big Christmas present before I got the results of my blood test were these really awesome pea protein powders. They're really cool. So they're called Tropica, and this is the Boost, which smells like chocolate cake, and then this is the Pump Protein, which is in vanilla. So I got these for Christmas. They're delicious. They're vegan, they're gluten-free. The only problem is that they have pea in them. So I have to wait 8 weeks and see if pea affects me or not, because I can't have those right now. So an alternative that my nutritionist recommended was hemp protein, and this is what I picked up. So it's just organic hemp powder, a really good source of fiber, omega-3s, and protein. One of the biggest things that I do in my little smoothie basket is I always add flax powder, just this. And then these other supplements kind of depending on what flavor I'm feeling. So if I want a green smoothie, I will use this, which is Alkaline Greens by Tropica. And it's a combination of alfalfa, wheatgrass, barley grass, lemon juice powder, kale, spirulina, bitter melon, oatgrass, vitamin D powder, soy-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, pea protein-free, supports a healthy immune system, contributes to bone and teeth health, and then also contains a full range of amino acids and antioxidants. So, alkaline greens. And then if I want something more fruity or like berry-like, I have my favorite acai powder. So I love like acai bowls or anything like that, and now I can make it at home. So acai powder is high in antioxidants. It's considered a superfood and contains a wide range of vitamins and minerals. It's also really, really good for your skin. So that's what I do for my smoothies, and then if I have a smoothie bowl, I'll add fruit on top. So granola, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, fresh berries, frozen fruit, anything like that to kind of give it some texture. Okay, now let's talk about snacks. So I pulled out my little snack basket. When I feel like snacking, I turn to dry cereal, dried fruit, crackers and chips and stuff like that that I know is gluten, egg, dairy free, and also almond and peanut free, because a lot of that intertwines together. On the note of my sweet tooth, Chex Mix is gluten free. So I have the chocolate Chex and the cinnamon Chex, and I just eat that like dry cereal as kind of like a snack. It's kind of my little like TV watching snack. Speaking of TV, homemade popcorn with coconut oil or olive oil or anything like that instead of butter has been really, really good. And I find that the best way to eat with this diet is to be really deliberate on what you're seasoning with. So popcorn, I'll do like salt and pepper, some chili flakes, garlic, like that kind of stuff. Or even in the meals that I use, what elevates it and makes it more exciting is the spices and the seasonings. So that's also been really fun to kind of get creative with. Okay, continuing on, I've been very into, and would never have tried this without my diet, dates. So these are whole dates with the pit inside them, and these are just really good for snacking. They're kind of caramelly, and something that I never would have tried or liked if I didn't have this diet. So on the same note, these are date rolls, and they're rolled in coconut. They're pretty empty, you can see them here though. And they're really a tasty snack as well. Dried fruit, I have some dried apples and some freeze-dried raspberries and strawberries and stuff like that. Dried apricots, which I've also eaten a lot of. Okay, so now the more like common snacks like chips and crackers. One of the biggest things that I've turned to lately is corn chips and salsa. So I've just been buying these from Sprouts, so the blue corn tortilla with a little bit of sea salt. And then I really like the Roberto's salsa. And yeah, that's kind of one of the go-to snacks that I've been indulging in. And then these, which again is something that I never would have tried unless I was on this diet, and actually my boyfriend found them. So these are crunchy chickpeas. They come in sea salt or chipotle. The chipotle tastes like a barbecue potato chip. And they're like freaking awesome. They have 6 grams of protein per serving, you know, not too bad. They're packed with flavor, and they're just a really good, easy snack. Okay, so moving on to regular routine things. In the morning, I wake up to a glass of hot water, and I either put fresh ginger water in it. So my mom makes this for me like every couple weeks, and I can share her recipe. But she just peels the ginger and then like lets it soak in hot water, and then she gets all of the good nutrients from the ginger. Ginger is really good for brain health. It's an anti-inflammatory, and it's also really good for your gut. Additionally, and I do this probably more often, is that I will cut a lemon in half and I'll drink, juice it. I'll cut a lemon in half and I'll juice it and I'll drink it with warm water. So this is a really gentle cleanse on your gut. It's really good for your skin and your teeth. It's also high in vitamin C. It's really good at fighting off infection, and it's also good on your liver. So and it's really good for your skin too. So I've been doing this for a while and I love it. It honestly like starts my morning off on a good note so that I'm more likely to make healthier decisions throughout the rest of my day. Okay, so that is my food tour of what I have stocked in my kitchen to help me stay on my diet. I found that the biggest part of this is to stay positive, to be excited about the challenge, and then to also prepare yourself. So making sure that I go to the grocery store and then I keep myself stocked with foods that I actually can eat. The biggest things that I've been doing to make things easier and also that are just diet-friendly options, like I said, are smoothies, smoothie bowls. I've been making a lot of soup and diet-friendly chili. And then I've also been using my crock pot a lot, and I will use that to make shredded meat for the week so that I can season it and add it to different things. So I can add it to sweet potato or rice, and I can have it as like an Italian dish or as an Asian dish or a Mexican dish, like anything like that. And it's been a really, really great way at keeping at my diet and maintaining my lifestyle.